Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. As I have mentioned in a previous video, I believe that I am kin to Hamlin Plantagenet D. Warren. I believe that he is my 24th great-grandfather. He is the half-brother of King Henry II, which that's kind of disputable as to whether or not they're actually half-brothers, because there are some scholars and some information that says that Matilda went under a fake name in order to have Hamlin because she was very young at the time or something. I'm not sure exactly, but his mother is listed as another woman, but you know, the scholars kind of go back and forth on it. So we'll just say that he's King Henry II's half-brother, you know, for the time being, unless later on it's proven different. Of course, there's different Warren lines that I'm kin to that lead all the way back to Hamlin. So I guess I'm kin to him quite a few times over because, you know, there's some Warrens that are like closely connected. They're like, I think, like second cousins that married each other, as you can see in this area. But there's also Warrens on up the line that probably didn't know that they were kin to each other. Let me go to, I think it's Gabriel Shelton. I think there's another set that comes from him. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Right here. Okay, here's the thing. Even though these are seem like different sets, these Warrens still go back to the same line. Because when I first started researching the Warrens and everything, I ran across because there's a bunch of them, okay? But I noticed they all go back to the same line. So now when I start seeing the same names that I spotted before and dates and all that, I start to realize, okay, this is going to lead back to Hamlin. So, you know, sometimes I just stop where I'm at. I'm like, okay, I don't need to go any further because I know where this is going. So, yeah. Okay, having said that, I recently discovered that I am closer to the royal family than I initially thought, because now, through the Howards, I am kin to King Henry VII. He is my, I believe it's my 15th great-grandfather. His son, King Henry VIII, is my 15th great uncle, and King Henry's daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, is my second cousin. I think it's 13 times removed, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, let me see. Let me go to where it shows it. And this is thanks to Thomas Howard marrying, let's see, where's she at? Let me go on up here. Okay, Sir Thomas Howard married Margaret Douglas. Okay, Margaret Douglas is King Henry VIII's niece. Okay, King Henry did not like it because they married in secret and they had a child. Okay, which is my ancestor, Sir Robert Howard. Okay, but anyway, King Henry VIII did not like Sir Thomas Howard, and so he had him killed. He threw him in I believe it was the Tower of London because of this. But not only that, Sir Thomas Howard, his nieces, Anne Boleyn and another Howard lady, were married to King Henry VIII. And of course, as we all know, he had a few of his wives murdered. So there's some bad blood between the Howards and the Tudors, so to speak, during that time. So, you know, things like that happened. Back and forth, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so I'm through, like I said, through Margaret Douglas, yeah, I'm kin to these people, okay? I'll show you right here. And I kind of stopped in my tree once I hit King Henry VII. Later on, I'm going to go back, go in and fill in more stuff. And here's another interesting thing. Let me go on up here. Because I have found out also through the Cornwalls, I believe it is, if I can find it, it's on back here. I am kin to King Henry II, which is Hamlin Plantagenet de Warren's brother or half-brother, whatever. He is also my 24th great-grandfather. So I am kin to both men, and it's just like, whoa. It's just kind of weird. But here's all these other people, and I haven't even explored these other spouses of the Howards and their spouses and all that. So, good grief, who knows where this is all going to end up. Because as many of you people know, the royals married their cousins, and so things just kind of went back and forth and blah, blah, blah. So, who knows who I'll run into next, but this is what I have discovered so far. And so, I found this to be very interesting. Let me see. Where was I at? Right here. Let's see. Let me go to the Cornwalls right here. Let's see. I think there was something else I was going to show. It will show it. Okay. Yeah. I think that was it, if I'm not mistaken. But, that's all I found on that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and include this in this video. I was going to make another video about it, but I've also discovered through my mother that this right here is on my father's side. So this is two branches, the Howards coming off my mother's side, and then the Warrens coming off my father's side of the family. So that's interesting. Okay, but there's, as I have mentioned before, the Descartiers coming off of my mother's side of the family, and I have finally found out how my mother is kin to Princess Diana. Or at least I believe this is how she's kin to her, and if this will go. And some of you may already know that Ancestry is doing something behind the scenes because their tree is really, really sluggish. I even tried going in with Google Chrome, and I'm having a bunch of issues. So I'm having to use my old browser right now just to go in and be able to look at my tree. So I don't know what's going on. I think they're doing updates because I noticed when I went to my through lines, a bunch of the people, it would say update, all that. So they may be doing a lot of DNA updates, and it's just kind of dragging everything down. So I'm going to try to be patient. But anyway, all right. On my mother's side, through the panels, let me go, well, let's see, the panels and then the Kirby's, I believe it is. There's two lines that ends up leading into the Descartiers, but I'm just going to focus on one right now, and I believe it's the Gossett that leads into it, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I think it's down here. Yeah, Franco Descartier, or Francis, however you want to say it. There's that. Edward Descartier. I think this is the one that I was working on that led up to Sir Philip Descartier and his wife, Perrine Decaux. Okay. These, let's see. Let me click on him. Okay, he is my 16th great-grandfather, and that makes him my mother's 15th great-grandfather, and also Princess Diana's 15th great-grandfather. So my mother and Princess Diana are 16th cousins. So I think that's pretty cool. So I guess that would make me and her children 17th cousins, if I've got it right. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So anyway, I just thought I would share this with you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.